Have you ever heard the story of the tortoise and the hare? You know, the one where slow and steady wins a race. Well, this story isn't about that tortoise. This is about his grandson, Sheldon. Sheldon was a bit of a rebel. While all the other tortoises were content munching on lettuce and enjoying the slow lane of life, Sheldon had a wild, audacious dream. He wanted to be a racing coach. Now, you can imagine the reaction in the tortoise community. A tortoise coaching racers? It was like a fish wanting to teach birds how to fly. Sheldon, be realistic, his grandfather would say, polishing his famous golden trophy. Our strength is endurance, not speed. A coach needs to understand speed. But Sheldon was stubborn. He'd spent his whole life watching the races in Sunny Meadow, from the lightning-fast dashes of the rabbits to the strategic endurance runs of the wolves. He didn't just see animals running. He saw patterns, he saw mistakes, he saw potential. His big chance, or so he thought, came was the annual Sunny Meadow Sprint. The prize was a lifetime supply of crunchy dandelions, and every fast creature in the forest wanted it. Sheldon went from one potential racer to another, offering his coaching services. First, he approached Flash the rabbit, the reigning champion. Flash just laughed, wiggling his nose. "A turtle coaching me? That's the best joke I've heard all year. I'm fast because I'm a rabbit. That's all the strategy I need." He zoomed off in a blur, leaving Sheldon in a cloud of dust. Feeling dejected, Sheldon then talked to Fiona the fox. Fiona was clever and agile, but she was always just a step behind Flash. A tortoise coach, she mused, circling him with a sly grin. "It's a novel idea, Sheldon, but what could you possibly teach me? I need to get faster, not slower." She politely declined and went back to her stretching exercises. Everyone he asked had the same response. They only saw his shell, his slow-moving legs. They couldn't see the sharp mind working inside. Just as Sheldon was about to give up and go find a particularly juicy clover to eat his feelings, a young, nervous-looking cheetah named Chase padded up to him. Chase was new to Sunny Meadow. He was incredibly fast, a true natural, but he was clumsy. In practice runs, he'd trip over his own feet, overshoot corners, and run out of steam long before the finish line. He was a rocket without a guidance system. "Excuse me," Chase stammered, his spotted ears twitching. "Are you the tortoise who wants to be a coach?" I heard the others laughing. "But I'm desperate. The big race is next week, and I keep messing up. Will you help me?" Sheldon's heart swelled with hope. Finally, someone was willing to give him a chance. "Of course, I'll help you," Sheldon said with a confidence he didn't entirely feel. "Our training begins at dawn tomorrow, right here." The next morning, Chase was ready to run. He was bouncing on his paws, eager to sprint. "Okay, Coach Sheldon, what's first? Hill sprints? Lap timers?" Sheldon just smiled calmly. "First," he said, "we are going to walk the entire race course." Slowly, Chase was bewildered. "Walk? But I need to practice running fast." "To run fast," Sheldon explained patiently, "you must first understand the path. Speed is useless if you don't know where you're going." So they walked. And as they walked, Sheldon pointed out things Chase had never noticed in his haste. He showed him a patch of loose gravel on a sharp turn, a gopher hole hidden behind a bush, and a slight incline just before the final stretch. "See this turn, Chase? Everyone takes it too wide. If you hug the inside here, You'll save a full second. Sheldon pointed with his head, and that long straightaway. It looks flat, but it's a gentle uphill. If you burn all your energy there, you'll have nothing left for the finish. For the next few days, they didn't do a single sprint. Instead, Sheldon had Chase practice pacing. He taught him how to breathe deep, steady breaths, not short, panicked gasps. He made him practice taking corners, not at full speed, but with precision and control, finding the perfect line. He taught Chase to listen to his own body, to feel the rhythm of his strides, to know when to push and when to conserve energy. It was all about strategy, not just raw power. Chase was skeptical at first, but soon he started to see the wisdom in Sheldon's methods. He felt more in control, more aware. His clumsy stumbles became less frequent. Finally, the day of the sunny middle sprint arrived. The air was buzzing with excitement. Flash the rabbit was a clear favorite, preening for the crowd. Fiona the fox looked focused and dangerous. And then there was Chase the cheetah, standing calmly beside a small tortoise. The other animals snickered and whispered. A cheetah coached by a tortoise? He's going to come in last. Sheldon gave Chase one final piece of advice. Forget them. Remember your training. Run your race, not theirs. I'll be waiting for you at the finish line. The starting pistol fired, and the racers exploded from the line. Flash, as expected, shot into the lead immediately, a brown and white blur. Fiona was right behind him. Chase, however, didn't bolt. He started at a strong, but controlled, pace, just as Sheldon had taught him. The crowd murmured, thinking he was already falling behind. As they approached the first tricky corner with the loose gravel, Flash took it wide and fast, kicking up stones. Fiona followed his lead, but Chase, remembering Sheldon's lesson, hugged the inside line, his paws finding the solid ground. He gained a precious few feet. Through the winding middle section of the course, Flash and Fiona battled for the lead, constantly trying to outsprint each other. They were wasting energy, making small mistakes in their rivalry. Chase, meanwhile, kept his steady rhythm. He navigated the hidden gopher hole with ease. He conserved his energy on the subtle incline, breathing deeply, just as he'd practiced. As they entered the final straightaway, the crowd gasped. Flash, who had been in the lead the whole time, was starting to slow down. His early burst of speed had cost him. Fiona was also breathing heavily, her pace faltering. And that's when Chase made his move. With the finish line in sight, he opened up his stride, unleashing the incredible speed he'd been holding in reserve. He wasn't just fast, he was efficient. He powered up the gentle slope, his lungs full of air, his legs pumping like pistons. He flew past Fiona. He closed the gap on a stunned Flash. In the last few yards, he surged ahead, crossing the finish line a full body length in the lead. The middle was silent for a second, then erupted in cheers. The clumsy newcomer had won. Chase, panting but triumphant, immediately looked for his coach. He trotted over to Sheldon, who was slowly making his way to the finish line, a huge grin on his face. "We did it, Coach! We did it!" Chase exclaimed, nuzzling the tortoise's shell. All the animals who had laughed before now looked on in amazement. Flash the rabbit and Fiona the fox came over, looking humbled. "I don't understand," Flash said. "He's not faster than me." Sheldon looked up at the much larger animals and said calmly, "You're right. He might not have a higher top speed, but the race isn't just won by the fastest feet. It's won by the smartest mind. From that day on, Sheldon the Tortoise became the most sought-after racing coach in Sunny Meadow. He never got any faster himself, but he taught everyone an invaluable lesson. True power isn't just about how fast you can go. It's about knowing the right way to get there. Wisdom, it turns out, is the ultimate superpower. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories.